This is the story of the storm boat. But it's more than that. Because Correct Craft's legacy isn't just about boats. It's about resilience, innovation, and the belief that the impossible can be achieved with hard work and faith. In the final months of World War II, Allied forces pushed through France, racing towards Berlin. But to keep their momentum, they needed boats, fast. On February 9th, 1945, a desperate call went out. 700 storm boats were needed for the Rhine River crossing. Among the few companies capable of the task was Correct Craft.
And General Eisenhower cabled back to the military in Washington, D.C. and said, I need boats, I need a lot of them. So the military approached Correct Craft and asked for 300 boats in about 19 days.
With just 19 days to deliver 300 boats, 6 times their monthly output, Walter Maloon and his team faced the impossible. Instead of doubt, they turned to determination, prayer, and relentless work.
We worked the people 16 to 18 hours every day except Sunday. And they were so anxious to work that it was women and girls and old men is all we had for people in the plant to work with. But they were so anxious because they all had relatives over there that they wanted to have come back after the war.
It was a significant scaling up of operations, and the military told the company they had to work on Sundays. The company said, no, we want to help. We love our country. We want to help. We don't work on Sundays. We want to give that day to our employees to rest, relax, spend time with their families, worship if they choose. And the military eventually backed down. The company got the boats done several days early.
By February 24th, not only had Correct Craft met their goal, they exceeded it, building 306 boats with days to spare. In total, 406 boats were produced. Their boats, the only ones to meet Army specifications, played a crucial role in the Rhine crossing, helping save an estimated 15,000 American lives. Now, decades later, the Correct Craft crew takes on a new challenge: to recreate one of these legendary boats, honoring the past while shaping the future.
Hi, my name's Aaron Merwell. I'm a product engineer and special projects lead for an antique boat company and Correct Craft, and we're here today building a World War II storm boat. A lot of people love this story. This is one of the stories that we love to tell and give glory to God for. And so we got a group of about 20 people here today, cutting things, cutting wood, bending, sanding, putting a wooden boat together for the first time. This is not something that we typically do, but got a great team behind us putting one of these boats together.
So basically, we were at Culture Camp, Paragraph Culture Camp, where we take a lot of our team members together and talk about our values, our history, and that sort of thing. And Bill, our CEO, had the idea when we were all talking about the storm boat, the Miracle production. He was like, we should build one of these. That would be so fun. And so he put me on it basically, and I did some research. And so we finally found someone named Ron in Canada who had rebuilt a storm boat. And funny enough, we sent him our own storm boat plans, which is so funny because he has our originals. We need to get them back. So he sent us the plans, back our own plans, like digitally. And so then I asked Aaron, do you know anyone who'd be interested in like leading this project and getting it off the ground? And Aaron was like, me, I got this. And so he's been so excited about it.
18 years ago, we were going to do this. We're going to build this boat and we were going to build this engine. And Aaron reached out to me right before Thanksgiving, and he said, we're building a replica, and we're going to need some help with some parts for an engine, maybe. And I said, whoa, wait a minute, we were going to do this. So I called my team. We said we'd love to help. There's 6 of us. We call ourselves the Stormboat 6.
Aaron called Mike because he knew Mike was in Antique Outboard Motors to see if he could help with the motor in it. And then Mike said, Aaron said, when's the last time you guys built a wood boat? And you probably don't have anybody that does. And so that's when they brought me in, because as a hobby, I've done this all my life.
With the help of some experienced professionals and a passion for the project, Aaron and the team pushed through the challenges that come with building a wooden boat that was designed 80 years ago. The boat was built just like before, on a jig. Then, once the supporting structure was complete, the shell of the hull was made whole by wrapping the skeleton with lightweight sheets of wood. It was made watertight and then finished with the traditional army green paint. The team had completed the mission.
One of the parts that I was kind of like nervous about was like the bending of the wood. Obviously, we don't like bend wood at all. So, and we like talked to a couple people, and they're like, "Hey, make sure you get the right wood." Like, and even it might not be able to make the bend, so like not really sure. So it was actually really cool to like see the huge bends of the boat kind of going together, and it going together how it should have been, you know, 80 years later, and that we didn't have to make any modifications to like do so.
Nearly 80 years ago, against impossible odds, a small boat company answered the call. What began as a desperate request became what some called the miracle production. But the true miracle wasn't the boats. It was the determination, the innovation, and the belief that made it possible. At a time when every second mattered, the men and women of Correct Craft did what others said couldn't be done. With tireless hands, steadfast hearts, and faith in something greater, they didn't just meet expectations, they surpassed them. Today, that same spirit lives on. This boat is more than a recreation. It's a tribute to those who made history, a bridge between the past and the present, reminding us that determination and trust can turn the impossible into reality. For a century, Correct Craft has built more than boats. They've built a legacy, one of excellence, resilience, and faith. And as they celebrate 100 years, one thing is certain. Their greatest stories are still being written.